that all the companies, regardless what kind of industry you are in, club is just one of the categories you are running for your business, right? So planning, again, is a very important thing, and strategy is related to planning. So strategy is important in the way that you need to have strategies. It can be a long-term strategy, it can be a short-term strategy. It depends on the goals of the organization. Maybe this year you realize, okay, your sales is not so good. You want to have some strategies, focus on how to increase your selling. And you can do some top selling strategy. Next year, maybe you realize you have a very high turnover rate. Okay, it happens in the hospitality and tourism industry this year because of the COVID. We don't have so many business, and the technology company is growing. So we see a lot of companies. A lot of current employees, they just quit their job, and then they go to another industry. Okay, if I can choose my career again, maybe I don't want to work in a technology company because they pay higher and they have the extra bonus, you know. So even salary is the same. So my major was HR. So most of my friends and classmates, they went for HR. But you will see all the companies, they have HR. Their salaries are very same, very similar. You know, HR just like, you know, salary very, very fixed. But some go for the traditional companies like a bakery store, or some go to hotel. Some decided to go to like Foxconn or, you know, those big technology companies. The salary is the same, but after a few years, the companies start to give you extra points, not students, extra bonus. Okay, so they can have a stock option. So for those people who work as an HR in a technology company, now they are much richer than the ones who start with a traditional one. Okay, so they probably would like to move to another industry. For some of the industry, they do pay higher. The salary-wise might be the same, but the bonus-wise, you know, other promotion opportunities, it's different. Okay, so strategy, maybe next year we focus on HR because you see a higher turnover rate, and then maybe in another few years you realize, okay, club management, I may need to do some more marketing. Maybe we need to hire someone like famous YouTuber, or we need to do some social media ourselves just to promote the club. So actually you have different kind of strategy, just depends the needs, the goals of your company. Okay. So benefits for the strategy, benefit for the planning, it's the same like most of the companies. Well, when we do the strategy, it is to examine where the club is presently or where it should be. We are examining the current situation and the future plan. I want to know how many members I should have, or am I going to expand? Am I going to have more branches? I see there are some of the club, they really expand very fast, and most of them are the gym type of club. Okay, like World Gym is okay. Like every city probably they would have. Yeah, I think World Gym expand very fast. Even to a small town, they also have World Gym. Small town to me is like Dorio, Jiayi, yeah, also not so big. But I was surprised to see that. I drove through Miaoli Yuanli. I thought it was a very small town. Nobody go there. But I was so surprised to find there's World Gym over there. I was like, who come to the gym? But I had bias, you know. I thought only the big city they have the gym, but it proved to the market is expanded. You have the younger generation. They don't want to jog on the street, or they don't want to go to a park. They might want to join the gym and do some exercise, do some weightlifting over there, right? So that is something necessary. And then the other important part for the strategic planning is it allows the club to define the future direction. For example, World Gym, maybe they plan that they are going to expand not just in the big city. They want to have their club everywhere in Taiwan. So their plan was to expand. Some of the clubs, they can do the other way around, like Tesla. They make it very clear. They don't want to expand it too fast. They want to make sure it's high end. Okay, so they need to work closely with Tesla car dealer to to make sure whoever buy the car, maybe they can send them the flyers and things like that. Among these 3 clubs, I think dating one can have a very stable customers, okay? Because people's demands are there, but you can create some new services, you know, and that all included with the strategy. Right? Okay. So there are different levels, okay? And this is very important. When you have a plan, you need to think about your mission. What is the mission? What is the goal that I want to achieve? And then you need to think about the objective. You know, what are the objectives that I want to do? And then, of course, you come out with a strategy. Right? So you need to have all this, you know, functional strategic planning. You need to have a function. It's not, okay, I want to do a strategy because I need to do a strategy. No. You need to think about what you are going to achieve and what's the function of this strategy. Either it's going to earn more cash flow. You know, if you are going to charge for the initial fees, most of the time is to make sure that you have a huge cash flow when you start with. And then you can use that amount of money. Some of the companies, they use it for investment. Okay? So your profit is not just generated by your membership. It can be generated by, you know, maybe your other business units or even for your investment. Right? And the process. Okay, the process can include like, okay, who agree with the needs? The managers, maybe the founders, or even the stockholders. They all need to agree, hey, this is what my club wants to achieve. Then you need to assess the needs. And then of course you are going to set up the rules. And then it's important to them, we are going to focus on the analysis. You are going to analyze your market. You are going to analyze what the customers want. Okay, and then by doing that, we can have different ways. You can do a survey, you can do an interview, you can do like after they come and use your service, you can ask them to answer your question, how satisfied they are during your visit. Okay, and then of course you are going to have some vision and some mission for your company. And then when you have some goals that you need to achieve. Okay, and then remember, I think most of you remember this SWOT analysis, right? SWOT analysis is, what is S stand for? Strength and weakness, opportunities and threats, okay? So 2 of them is external factors. Another 2 is internal ones, okay? So all the company, including your club, you are going to analyze what is your external opportunities and threats. For example, during the COVID, there was a big challenge for club management. A lot of clubs need to be closed during the COVID. Again, they cannot even recruit more members. Instead, they even need to keep the membership for the customers, and they cannot charge them more because a lot of customers, they stop going to the gym. I didn't go to the gym for 6 months. Because the club in Kaohsiung, they are all closed. You cannot go there. Okay? Imagine how they still run their business. You know, nobody can go there. The employees cannot go there and work. Some of the club, they just use the time to remodel the whole facility. But only for those clubs, they already have money. They making profit before, so they will be able to use the money for remodeling. If you are just like, you know, in the line of losing and get the balance, I think you will have hard time to even get your budget to do the remodeling when your business is not so good. Okay, so budget is another thing. Even you want to do some strategy. Remember all these promotions that you mentioned. Is there any promotion being free? Is there a free promotions? Do you know how much the YouTuber will charge you every time they go and talk about your product and service? They did charge a lot, you know, especially if they have millions of followers. They charge you a lot of money. Okay, so even just to hire some YouTuber, it's very expensive. I thought being a YouTuber is very easy, but actually it's not. Remember I told you I have my YouTube channel. When I told you about this, I probably have 20 people, you know, subscribe it. Now I have 10 more, you know, after 1 year. So I realized, yeah, that's not an easy job. How do you attract people to go and use the service. Another friend of mine, husband and wife, they are okay, they are not very rich, but the husband one time decided that I'm not going to work anymore. So he decided that he wanted to become a YouTuber. And they have 2 kids, maybe like junior high school. So they were like, how about we become YouTuber? They do a very, very small thing, maybe you can learn from them. This guy, my friend's husband, he said he used to work for, I don't remember what he worked for, but he's good at editing and do some Excel file. Maybe you even watch his YouTube channel already. All he does is he teach people how to use Excel file, how to use all the function. And he did a good job, explained very well. I think he also tried to teach people how to use Word, how to use PowerPoint, which is very practical for a lot of office ladies, and also very practical for the college students. So they start with only maybe 20 or 30 followers. Now they told me they about have 1 million followers. I said, how much you make? They said at least $100,000 per month. That is a very good money, and I was very surprised because I thought they are not going anywhere, and then now they make a very good business. And it's just like by how many people watching their channel. But not just like that. Remember I said a lot of office ladies, they need to see how to do the Excel files, how to do the PowerPoint. So now a lot of companies invite this guy to go to the company in the training section, teach the employees how to do the Excel. Okay? And that is another reason. So the strategy, when they started, they have the strategy that how they initiate the program to attract people to watch it. And then gradually you can do it. So now if we want to invite a person to sell some kind of products, by just editing the file, upload it to YouTube channel, they already make $100,000. Do you think when they do the promotion for you, they will charge cheaper? I don't think so. Okay, so those are costly. Any promotion that will cost you some money. So the budget is important. And of course, the action plan is important. You can have all the strategy, you can have all the plan, but if you don't put that into practice, it's not going anywhere. Okay, the plan will be complete as long as you have this action done. And the last step you need to do is what we talk about the last function of management, controlling. You need to evaluate if the strategy works. Does it achieve the goals I want to achieve? Or do I have any competitive advantage? Or can I achieve the plan? Or do I have enough budget to continue with the promotion? All that. Okay? All right. I think we need to take a break. Now let's take a 10 minutes break.